Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland, and M&T Bank Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. First carry now for Justice Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Mike 51.
They go play action with Jackson. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 22.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling, and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
The ball gets bumped up. It's now 2nd and 4 after the penalty.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 now. Yeah, Jay. Check right. Watch it.
Following the penalty, it's Hill. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the right side with Bell. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 3rd down, Mariota into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up around the 41. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. On 2nd and 15 now. Mariota over the middle, complete. It's Cox. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down. First carry for Raquel Armstead. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A 1st down throw for Mariota. This one caught by Davis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. On first and 10, here's Mariota. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops the return. He's halted at the 12-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start first and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Ravens 3, Titans nothing.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. Jansen from the shotgun. He gets it to Brown. Good play. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Hey, check right. Watching you follow.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 47. Right back to him on first down. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You don't see that a ton, do you? The quarterback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. Got him in. It's Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
6 man. Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 51's the Mike, boys. 51.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 20-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Brings up second and goal at the 6-yard line.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. They set up the screen to Hill. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Justice Hill, his second touchdown on the season as the Ravens push further out in front. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as those guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mariota, it's caught by Davis. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Johnny Smith. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And Mariota, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Let's go.
Mariota on 3rd and 2. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Off the draw, here's Hill. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Mike 55, Mike 55. You got nothing to do.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Jackson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
This is Hill on the draw play. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
51 to Mike, boys, 51. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Jackson now. Dancing to his left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will be from 56 yards out. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
53 is mine. All day, dog.
On first down, Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I don't know if I want to get around with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's good. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 28. Yet another interception. I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used the calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Mike 51.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson is getting Smith here. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Ready? Hey, come on. 55. Zip it. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Mike, go. Right there in the middle. 55. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 55 to Mike. Let's go, D.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 1.
They come up in an offset eye. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And he will will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. It was first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0.
Justin Tucker, the kickoff for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Titans take over.
Here we go. Here we go.
At their
Here we
own
go.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget handing the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They go play action. Mariota airing it out deep for Smith. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mariota now. And that's caught by Smith. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they'll go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
To throw is Jackson. Throws right side, and that's complete. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin, 88 yards, as the Ravens push further out in front.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown one play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Do it.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
It's a game of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd down situations. They just took another sack right there.
So the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Snags it for the point. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
What we got?
They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Now they try the right side here. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be 2nd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
40-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. This is Pittsburgh. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Zoom. Penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Throwing is Jackson. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first. But at least it's 4th down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 49-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Bell. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run. A first down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I got him.
From the gun, Mariota. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
That's a run. They're running it.
Again, it's Mariota. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 20. Well, I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, a couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. Check. Hey. Check. 51 Mike. Mike 51.
They go play action to Jackson. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down. 15 yards there.
Now that's a big pickup right there. And so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking on play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
2nd, 3rd levels, you can see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. He's got his man on the crossing route. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 down, even. Mike 51. Mike 51. Double dog.
Play action. It's Jackson. Steps away. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it.
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Calling a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
A gain of 4. It's now second
He's
and
crazy.
6.
He's checking crazy.
49-yard line.
Jim. Jim. Go. What do you want?
Now a handoff looking right. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Move. 51 to Mike, boys. 51. Watch QB jump. Mike 51. Come on.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I've never played for a guy.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while. Many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He's going to let it fly. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Let's go now. Not a look. Watch it, you find. Go.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. Jackson going to get this out to Brown. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Right back back to him on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a couple of lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Baltimore, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans.